Hey Mindspo fam, and welcome back to a new episode of Mindspo TV, your online destination for all things mindset, motivation, inspiration, and of course, meditation. Today's another Ask Questions, Get Answer episode, and I've got a question from one of my Instagram followers, Jane, who's asked, Rochelle, I always hear people talking about the importance of self-awareness, but I never really truly understood what it means to be self-aware and how I can actually start to get to know myself. Do you have any tips on this? Jane, thank you so much for this question. I'm really happy you asked because self-awareness was actually a really big focus for me this year. I think before this year, I really wasn't practicing self-awareness, but I really made it a priority of late, and it's something that's taught me a lot. And I actually have a whole entire mini-series within my Mindspo membership all about this topic. So I'm really excited to share with you my tips that are in there as well. Now, we all have different interpretations of what things mean, but for me, self-awareness is best described as the pursuit of knowing oneself. Imagine that you started dating a new person and you wanted to get to know them. You would spend time asking them questions, making time to go on dates with them, just the two of you, and you would truly dive deep and try and uncover as much as you could about that person. This discovery phase would teach you things that you liked about the person and maybe things that you didn't like about the person. And in turn, it would give you a better idea of how to deal with them and how to live with them. For me, the quest of self-awareness is really just the decision to do what you would do if you were in a serious relationship, but with yourself. Because at the end of the day, your relationship with you is the longest and the most important relationship you will ever have in your entire life. So it's best to get to know who the hell you're dealing with. Like any relationship in life, the more we know and understand the person in the actual relationship, the stronger that relationship is actually going to become. And self-awareness is all about your relationship with you, so it's a really important practice. So to get you started on your own discovery of self-awareness, I'm going to pass on some of my top tips in this video to help you get self-aware right now. Now, one of the biggest tools there is, in my opinion, when it comes to getting self-aware is personality testing, specifically the Myers-Briggs personality type or the Myers-Briggs theory. This form of personality testing, in my experience with my Mindspo members and my students, has been freakishly accurate and really, really eye-opening. I placed a test that I personally recommend to all my students below, so you can do it after watching this video. Now, the test that I recommend you try is from a site called 16 Personalities, and the test will take around 15 or 20 minutes, and the results will most likely teach you more about yourself than anything that you've ever done online. It's also a great test to encourage your loved ones to do or your friends to get on board with, because reading each other's results is going to teach you a lot about one another. Now, my personal personality type is actually an ENTP, and discovering that and reading all my strengths and all my weaknesses and just all the information that this test gives you really gave me one of those super big aha moments. My second tip for self-awareness is actually to ask yourself questions. Now, you may not know this, but this whole entire video series, Ask Questions, Get Answers, is actually inspired by an ebook series written with the same name, Ask Questions, Get Answers. Now, I actually named this after my love for the quest of self-awareness through journaling, which has had a profound impact on my understanding of myself and who I am, what I want, and where I want to be going in my life. When it comes to self-awareness, I've actually found that guided journaling with deep questions that prompt you to think outside the box and challenge your mind are the best, as they stretch you beyond what you would usually think and write about. I've actually placed a free downloadable sample of my Ask Questions, Get Answers ebook Volume 1 below this video, so you can download it and get started on journaling for self-awareness. I really hope that it helps you out. My third tip for self-awareness is to meditate. Yep, you guys knew that one was coming. Now, meditation for me is actually the ultimate self-awareness state. It's essentially a time that you set aside to sit with yourself and look inside the depths of your mind and watch all its activity daily. If that's not going to get you to start understanding who you truly are and what this whole entire human experience is, then I don't know what will. When we meditate daily and we really commit to the practice, we become the observer of our mind and the chooser of our thoughts. Meditation helps us greatly to clear the noise that surrounds us all day long. The distractions like social media, Instagram, Facebook, the news, our parents, our partners, friends, other people's opinions and perceptions. Once we disconnect from the world around us and we connect with ourselves, we actually start to hear our inner voice, our heart, and our intuition. I really hope that these 3 tips for self-awareness have inspired you to look into and get to know yourself better, and they've given you some soul searching to explore and some fun things to do. I want to mention here that sometimes the quest for self-awareness isn't always fun, because let's face it, we all have things that we like about ourselves and things that we don't like so much. Self-awareness isn't always about looking at the good. It's also about understanding our weaknesses and the challenges that we face. I want to share with you something that entrepreneur Gary Vaynerchuk said, who is a massive advocate for the importance of self-awareness, and he quite regularly talks about it on YouTube, and he really embodies this point.
I'm such a positive guy. I struggle to think about the things I'm bad at, but self-awareness requires understanding both and then choosing which path you want to go through. I'm a big fan of going all in on your strengths and don't give a fuck about what you suck at. Self-awareness isn't only just betting on your strengths, it's accepting all your shortcomings.
Now, I really dig Gary Vaynerchuk's approach to going all in on your strengths and getting support for your weaknesses. And when it comes to this topic, I really hope this video has inspired you to do just that. If you've liked this Ask Questions, Get Answers episode, then be sure to give it a big thumbs up because it really supports our channel. And if you have your phone nearby and you've enjoyed this, I would really love to see you tag this episode on your story so I can check it in my DMs and get back to you and see who's actually watching our YouTube channel, because I really love connecting with you guys on Instagram. Here are our handles. Also, be sure to do your 16 personalities test sometime today and leave me a comment down below with what result you get and your biggest takeaway from the test. I really can't wait to hear your thoughts and see what personality type you are, because it's super insightful stuff. I'm sending you so much love and light. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.